Going forward, there will be many changes on a human level of consciousness and on a planetary level of consciousness. Many old paradigms are in the process of becoming dismantled, and internationally, many governments will fall as the old electoral systems prove to be contaminated with faulty equipment and corrupt officials. A whole new quantum voting system will be used going forward, which cannot be hacked. The leader of the free world will change, and a new system implemented from the ground up. The new world will grow from the grass roots. The monetary system, as it is currently understood, will now collapse, and the quantum financial system will begin using digital currency backed by gold. The old banking system will go. It will be obsolete. People will have digital wallets within the quantum financial system, and they will communicate with it directly. No middlemen. In the future, you will apply for all loans directly from source, from the QFS, the quantum financial system. The transfer or application will be instantaneous and will be approved based on the nature of the application, irrespective of any capital you currently hold. In the future, money will be allocated based on your intentions, on how you choose to spend it. For example, where your need is to provide a service to help others, to serve humanity, then the funds will be plentiful. No corrupt middlemen will be used, and no interest will be charged. The funds in the QFS, the quantum financial system, are plentiful and will flow easily to those of good intention and to those in need. The family structure, the community structure, and sovereignty will be key indicators of how funds are allocated. No large cumbersome organizations with top-down structures will be funded in the future. The changes for these new systems are already beginning, mostly behind the scenes. The quantum structure is being tested and linked to each country via Starlink, and the signing of charters in each region or country. The charters are international in their template precepts, but will be altered at the grassroots levels to accommodate cultural, religious, and ethnic differences. In the future, peace will be a prerequisite for each region to be able to use the quantum structure, and so eventually the need for military or political control through force or cumbersome governance will be obsolete. Communities will be self-governing, self-funded, and autocratic in the sense that they work independently of any centralized governance. The entire global system of education will be overhauled to become more child-friendly, to accommodate natural aptitude rather than forced curriculums or doctrines. More children will be schooled from home or in smaller community settings. Larger educational institutions like universities and colleges will become obsolete. People will learn for pleasure. The old medical paradigms will be completely overhauled initially, with the introduction of more holistic modes of treatment, for example, sound, vibration, and frequency. Over time, hospitals will be disbanded as medicine moves more into local communities and becomes focused more on prevention than cure. Counseling, massage, hypnotherapy, reflexology, herbal remedies, homeopathy will now become commonplace. People will not commute for work. All jobs will be designed to work either in the home or closer to home. Commuting will become a thing of the past. Cities will be repurposed as populations move into the countryside. Cities will no longer accept or witness any forms of homelessness. All animals will be revered, and money will be plentiful to help animals to be safe, fed, happy, and rehabilitated. Mental health services and professions will be readily available to all who need it, as humanity moves through its collective healing process. There will be no waiting. By 2032, all collective trauma will be healed. The emphasis will move from designer labels to products of natural, pure origin. Life will become more simple, more happy, more peaceful, as people move towards being rather than striving. The old paradigms of stressful competitive education through to a competitive rat race, then to a retirement, surrounded by fear of poverty or ill health, deteriorating health, and a lack of income or security, these will all be things of the past. Everyone will have equal opportunity to pursue whatever they want to do with their lives. Jobs which were labour-intensive, like rubbish collection, will move more towards automated systems, and local communities will create innovative ways to reduce waste in all areas of their lives. As food moves more into being grown locally, where it will be grown organically and only as required, then the need for excessive packaging will decline. Foods will be local, clean, organic, pesticide-free, and cruelty-free to animals. People will move more towards meat-free living as consciousness wakes up to the ability to hear and understand animals. As transport needs change, so will traditional roads and transport systems change. Bikes and methods of transport for pleasure will be plentiful. Old pollution problems from vehicles, transport, and industry will cease as we move into new cleaner technologies, for example, Tesla-based technology which can create free electricity. Natural resources like wind and solar will be utilized in a much bigger way. Communities will work in cooperation with nature rather than against it. New technologies will be built with safe levels of EMF emissions. Large government buildings like Parliament and the White House will be closed and repurposed for recreational activities. Centralized government systems will be devolved to the people. The emphasis going forward will be on maintaining a peaceful, harmonious family and community structure, where people feel abundant and supported emotionally, financially, and politically. People's health will gradually be restored en masse as stress levels reduce due to the increased emphasis on community, better care of pregnant mothers, nurturing environments for children and teens, and supportive communities for adults and families. The new Earth paradigm, the age of love, has been decreed by God, and the whole of humanity will soon be waking up to an ongoing process of radical change, emotional, physical, and psychological. The world is changing for the better, even though during these changes it will seem chaotic and enforced to those unaware of the vision of the new Earth. It will feel imposed and stressful in some cases, as all the seeming disparate pieces are moved into place and new systems and structures are brought in. Many souls unable to accept change on this grand scale will choose to exit the earth plane during these times of exponential change and restructuring. New souls will incarnate to help the many high vibration children and adults that remain, and who are working night and day to maintain their vibration so that the world can take this quantum shift. The galactics and the angelic and God host overlight us all through these extreme changes and upgrades. The new earth and world is decreed. Welcome to the age of love, the golden age.